get in a bad mood and it just seems like it's impossible to change. Like there's not even a way other than just waiting it out. Hey there, Daniel Hartman here, Community Machinery, Sackville, New Brunswick, and I know I'm one of those guys who grew up being told that we have no control over our mood. The way we are is just the way we are. Well, I've had a really good weekend because one of the things that has held up my meditation practice is aches and pains in my body because of the way I was sitting. So I did a little something about it, making this simple meditation stool. Just, I think, a couple pieces of 2x10 and some 3/4 inch pine here on the top. Makes a simple stool. And it's one of those deals I made with myself in having some anxiety the past 6, 7 months, however long it's been. It's been more than that, but there was a certain peak where it just felt like I can't do this anymore. Either I have to close up shop or I need to have a strategy. So one of the deals I made with myself is when I'm feeling anxious, I'm allowed to have unlimited meditation time. I can lock the door, I can go sit on the mezzanine, or I'm out of sight, I can just hide up there and take the time I need to really cool things down in my mind. So this meditation stool, I'm going to start trialing it out, see how it goes. Other huge improvement of the weekend, I insulated this rear wall here. And it's funny because I had these sheets of 2-inch rigid foam insulation just lying against the wall overnight. And came in here and moved them. And it's amazing how much frost was on that steel wall behind there. So it's definitely changed things a lot in here in terms of having a little insulation, which is a great analogy for meditation, is giving ourselves some insulation from a lot of the realities that are so dominant that can really let us get swept away in terms of things like listening to the news and getting caught up in all the fears and worries people have instead of looking at all the possibility, all the things where there's room for growth and room for change, and how we can be the ones leading that change instead of just being reactionary and trying to hold on to our own little piece from, as a result of what everyone else we see is doing, who seems to control the world, and we seem to be the ones that are on the receiving end. So on that note, all the best with your meditating. And meditating, oh man, it's common when people meditate that our ego is always going to use our healing language against us. So one of the things that's so common for people who meditate, and I know this happened for me, it happens for everyone, is you say, oh gee, meditating, life is so pleasant now. If only all the other people would meditate, the world would be perfect. Well, that whole thing about all the other people, that's just showing us that there's really some new wisdom that could be brought in terms of if we're fully present, if we really wholeheartedly meditated, we're going to realize every moment is perfect. It's just our false perception of how the world is supposed to be that's really leaving us feeling that separation from nature, this universe being a peaceful universe, and really making some decisions that allow us to be in an empowered place instead of feeling like life is being done to us, more gravitating to the feeling that life is being done through us, that we came here for a reason, to learn some lessons. Anyhow, go on and on in that thought. I'm not going to go too much further on that today, but there's going to be more to come in terms of, I know for me, holding that perspective wasn't an easy one to get to this place. Still a lot to learn because I still don't feel fully present in every moment, obviously. I'm sharing, I feel a lot of anxiety, and there's also some cool stuff that I want to share in the future about how a lot of feelings about anxiety don't come from the rational part of our brain. There's more our amygdala, which is all the fight or flight responses. It's so, what's the word? It's like this primate function in terms of being on this more animalistic level that we don't get to use our higher reasoning, and we can't just reason with those anxious thoughts. So we've got to come up with some other strategies, exposure therapy, different things to really get through that. So anyhow, completely nothing to do with the shop improvement video other than it's somewhat related. Meditation stool, highly recommend. Trying something like this out. I've had good success with this in the past, so I'm going to post updates sometime in the future how this works out, dimensions if it works out, and then if you're around the same body size as me, it could work out for you too perhaps. Anyhow, please like, please subscribe, please comment below anything you'd like to see, anything you're working on that we can create a video for that might be helpful. And on that note, all the best, having a life where things feel like you're in control and making a difference. All the best.